Welcome back. Before tonight's game in Oregon, fans following the Jackrabbits gathered at the Hilton Hotel in downtown Portland. As you can hear, a good crowd was on hand to give the players a send-off from the hotel to the Moda Center, where the game will be taking place. And when the Jacks do take the floor, they'll do so in front of the coach who began building the foundation for success for SDSU back in 1984. Zach Borg has more from Portland.
In a short while, South Dakota State will play the biggest game in program history here at the Sweet 16 in Portland in front of the largest audience they'll ever have. And it all probably wouldn't have been possible if not for the efforts of Nancy Neiber, the head coach who took over in 1984 and rebuilt the program from scratch.
It's such a proud moment for me to be able to travel here and watch our student athletes compete at this level.
Taking over an SDSU program in 1984 that had been coming off back-to-back 8 and 17 seasons, the Pierre alum would go on to win 301 games in 16 years using a recruiting plan that hasn't changed that much in nearly 40 years.
The recruiting area is still the same from the 80s. We start at Brookings and the circle gets a little wider and a little wider and a little wider. Built this program with Midwestern, South Dakota, North Dakota, young women who can compete at this level.
And she'd also meet a young graduate assistant with the men's team who would become her assistant during her final season in 1999-2000.
Erin Johnston was so young, so when I lost my assistant in August is when, and Erin had left South Dakota State, and I called him, and the one thing I said to Erin was, Erin, if you decide to come and join the South Dakota State Jackrabbit women's team and be an assistant, you may never get a men's job.
Johnson took over the following year, and the rest is a history that Neiber is all too happy to watch unfold.
They know where we've been, they know where we're going, and they know where they want to be. And so I'm so proud of this program.
In Portland at the NCAA tournament, Zach Borg, KDLT News.